Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour early one for you today, and we are going to kick straight off Fargo against Marakar. Best of 13, sponsored by AKA Baloney. Got my coffee, literally just woke up 15 minutes ago. Let's go, baby. We're on AKA's Magic for the very first match. And I actually thought this would be delayed because neither player was replying first thing in the morning, but I think everyone was waking up. That's why. So, down in south position with the Cyan China Nuke, this is Marakar. Up in the north position with the blue, this is the China Nuke. That is Fargo. A little bit of mind games going on there already from Fargo. I like the fact that he's so switched on. He placed a fake barracks there to indicate that he was going double supply, double war factory, when actually he's sneaking out these oils. Don't know if Marakar cares so much. He's just going for a straight helix with 3 supplies, actually. I've no doubt players will have practiced this build in the last hour or so, just because this was a set matchup. I chose some maps and the matchups. AKA's Magic Nuke Mirror is the first, and then we've got a different one for game number 2. I think it's a Tox Mirror for game number 2. Fargo not taking his back supply yet, but of course that is the case because he's getting his oils first. Going to be a helix from Marakar. Which build order do you prefer? I'm trying to work that out in my head. Because the oils are so low here, I tend to think maybe the Helix build is better. Because you can annihilate that first Battle Master and then also probably kill these 2 oils. However, that one is being repaired. Fargo is sending a dozer down to the bottom right. It's a truck rush actually from Marakar. So maybe the build is going better for Fargo so far. He's also harassing here, so this Helix is going to be spotted now and also this delayed and distracted. So the first unit is spotted and taken out, and Marakar heading down to this bottom right area. There's no GAT in sight just yet even. The GAT is locked on from the base. One Battle Master goes down. Helix is taking damage, hunts one of the dozers. The last remaining dozer was here, and it's now gone inside of the base. GAT's picking off the Helix, and the Helix does go down, but it unloads first, and it's picked off the barracks, so no... Oh, there is red guards, actually. There are red guards there. Welcome everyone in the chat, by the way. Welcome Raymond Lowe, J.A., USA Bruce, Eduardo. Welcome to you all. Few people said predictions. I didn't do a poll on this one, but I think most people probably would be picking Marakar. I think he's won overall more times against Fargo. However, a very switched on Fargo could make it very close and competitive, and that's what I'm hoping for. Not sure how worth it is for Fargo there. He takes out 4 tank hunters but sacrifices 3 GATs for it. Not sure how much it's worth it. Another Helix is going to be prepared for Marakar into a second war factory. So both players macroing up, building up their bases. Both players got 2 oils. Actually, Fargo's got these additional 2, so he's on 4 oils now in total. Helix is going to be spotted at Fargo. He's trying to take out this oil and just fails to get it. This is the last remaining dozer inside of Fargo's base. Marakar expanding up to the top left. Yeah, anyone's game at the minute. This is very, very interesting. But Marakar's oil here is still left pretty weak. That one's been repaired a little bit. But Fargo not putting pressure on the main base, but there's 3 GATs there, so I think Fargo just has to go back. But there are Battle Masters. That's a really good combo in Nuke Mirrors. There's Battle Masters on the ground to counter the GATs, and then a Helix to counter any Battle Masters, and it's like a back and forth between those 2. And then eventually you will see later on. Ooh. Not so sure about that from Fargo. The Helix micro from Fargo and the decision making from Fargo then was really on point up until the point where he decided to go in there and sacrificed it. But there's 2 more Lixes from Fargo. Marakar's killed the oils down in the bottom right, though. These Helixes pressing forward for Fargo. Marakar's expanded up in this top left position. One of the dozers there, Marakar gets hunted. There's the last remaining one, and there is the Battle Master there. It could have probably killed it. Fargo's paying attention. Marakar coming in with his own Helixes. Fargo's Lix is trapped against the side of the map, but there's also a load of tank hunters here. I don't know if they're the ones that have unloaded. I don't think so. It's a very, very scrappy fight. I think Fargo is just going to escape with those Lixes. Fargo with his Gats locked onto that Helix, but Marakar's more so paying attention. Fargo loses a load of Gats again, but Fargo's ahead in XP, indicating he has killed more. Marakar loading up more Helixes. Fargo building more Helixes. Marakar building the CC, but Fargo no CC just yet. But Marakar has an additional supply, but he's -1 oil. In the short term, you prefer the supply. I think a supply roughly is like worth 2 and a bit oils. Might depend as well if the perfect supply placement or not. Well, it definitely does, actually. It's a very interesting oil position on this map, because that mountain can still be flamed over. The Gats can chill in the back protecting it, but it's still kind of vulnerable, isn't it? So yeah, I really love this map. The more and more I see it, the more and more I think it's cool. I think it's cool how you go over the river. I think the animation of the river is really cool. I think the ruins style is really cool as well. Wow, a lot of Helixes there for Fargo. Marakar switches his fire to shoot at the Helixes. The Helixes come out on top. Marakar's flying around with his own Lixes as well. So right now, economic advantage for Fargo and XP advantage for Fargo. He is level 3, actually. Carpet and artillery should be coming very, very soon. He's only just building a CC, though. That's a little bit late. But I think he's considered ahead at the minute, Fargo. So I don't think that's so bad that his CC is late. Marakar's getting his refinery, but Fargo's refinery died a long time ago, probably to that flamer in the beginning. But Fargo sometimes losing Lixes for no reason. Lost a lot of HP there. There's a Gat and an ECM here. Marakar losing some HP there. So yeah, 1 Gat and 1 ECM does crazy damage. And you also got to be careful here, because these mountains and the trees can be a bit deceiving. Another Helix there for Fargo goes down. It's still anyone's game. It really just depends on the micro, these Gats, ECMs, and the Lixes. I think Fargo's lost a few too many Lixes for my liking, though. But Fargo is currently +1 oil, so he can probably afford to lose like 1 or 2 Helixes, and it'll still be kind of even. He has still killed more. His XP is loads more. His CC is now finished. Fargo thinking about coming in with his Lixes, but I don't think that's a favourable engagement. Fargo dominating on the sidelines of the river here in the middle. Yo, Gert, welcome to you. Yo, Firearm, yeah, early stream today. The Lixes from Marakar are now in the base of Fargo. Killing the war factory. Artillery only just fired, and that's actually from Marakar, so indicating that Fargo has not clicked it. But Fargo was just expanding as well, and he's going to get artilleried. Oh, I thought it was actually on that, but it's not. It's actually on the oil and the bunker. Lixes converge here in the middle, and Fargo loses another Lix. Yeah, better micro on the Lixes so far, I think, from Marakar. Artillery coming in for Fargo. That's going to kill the damaged oil. See, if that had been repaired... Oh, what's that? Strange there from Fargo. I think he was going for this army. I think he thought that army was still there, but it's actually moved north. Worth a try, I suppose. If you get the whole army, you probably won the game. But it is quite a fast and mobile army and quite a big map, so... Fargo's won the ground engagement there. However, these elixirs are still a problem. Marakar's moved out fully to the top left. It's a really close competitive game, this. And I think game number 1 here will do... I mean, if Fargo gets it, I think it'll do wonders for his confidence. But I think if Marakar gets it, it'll just be like another standard day. Because I think Marakar has one more. Like I said. But yeah, Marakar's now expanded up in the top left. This is going to get shut down. Fargo's been completely blocked out here by mines. However, he's actually already in with some gats here. But... it's a very, very interesting battle between the gats on the ground, the ECMs on the ground, and these elixirs. But these elixirs for Fargo, you see what I mean? Just sometimes overstepping the mark just a little bit too much. Lost a Vet 2 Helix there. And has stepped on all the mines. And Marakar's dominated up in the top left, and Fargo has been defeated. GG, well played there. I think Fargo's strategy was really good, and I think he was ahead, and I think that was very winnable. I think he didn't fire the carpet and artillery as soon as he was level 3. He was still making a CC. And just a few too many misclicks and mistakes with the elixirs, I think. Yeah, I mean, probably like, what, 3 helixes that game went down by accident, I think. All right, next one is Tox. Tox and swap spots. Okay, so same map now will be a Tox mirror. Fargo trying to get the equalizer, Marakar trying to take 2-0. Okay, up in the north position with the Cyan GLA Tox. This is Marakar. Down in the bottom left position with the blue GLA Tox. It's a Tox mirror. This is Fargo. I think, although it's very minor, out of the first 2 games, I think Fargo has advantage, because I think it's better to get the GLA in the bottom left corner rather than the Nuke in the bottom left corner, which is what Marakar had. So I think overall here, Fargo has advantage. The reason is because you can drop down that second supply ultra quick, get your first technical out quicker, and if your technical's out quicker across the map, killing workers generally often more an advantage, especially if you're going for a TNT as well. Then your TNT is going to be that much quicker as well, because your worker was in place to build a supply. Might not make too much of a difference. Let's see. Yeah, depending on where the workers spawned on this map, let's see whose technical is going to be out first. It also depends on how fast the players are upgrading their arms dealer and how fast they're clicking a technical. So far, no technicals out whatsoever. Fargo's going for his typical 3 supply and TNT build. It's actually Marakar's technical out first. I think it's because Fargo's built so much. He's built loads of workers. He's built double barracks, gone for a TNT, and... oh, he's expanding too, in 2 places. The problem is, though, that Marakar's going to enter the base and probably kill a bunch of workers. If he just drives there and then drives in the back, he could probably kill, like, what, 12 workers, 15 workers? But Marakar's about to get TNT'd in his base. Holy moly, I didn't even see there was something there. What? Was it because of the worker? Don't know why it detonated. I think because he had retaliation on, and I think there was a worker there. I didn't even see the worker, though, to be honest. I don't think Marakar cares too much about that. about getting the arms dealer TNT'd. What's in that? That's going to get Vet 2 now. And some scrap. Fargo's still got good map control, though. And he's got more XP, because that ultimately did detonate. It didn't kill it past the hole. Technical there for Fargo, killing a few workers. Marakar seeded a bit of an oil position there, and seeded a little bit of that. So I think Fargo map control advantage. He's got XP advantage. But ultimately, that TNT was quite costly, and he didn't take down the arms dealer after all. Can that technical get in there? Yeah, it can. Always hard to box these areas, so Marakar losing workers there. Yeah, you can't really fight Tox tunnels, so at least he's shut down that, and he's establishing a forward position there, Marakar. Marakar's also not collecting on 2 supplies. He's lost all of his workers, only 3 on his back. So Marakar's economy will be hurting a bit, I think. He does have oils. Fargo doesn't have oils. Fargo just has loads of workers and loads of supplies. Fargo's also on double arms dealer. These RPGs getting a little bit too close to the tunnel. It all depends on where they're standing and if they've clicked directly on the tunnel, and I suppose the terrain, the height of the terrain here, I don't know what's going on. If it's perfectly flat or not. But Marakar really applying pressure here. Only having minimal units, really. But those RPGs there going down as well. Marakar's now remade some workers, but not all. 4 workers there. Marakar is on double arms dealer. Marakar now applying pressure up the top. You think he's tried that area, but Fargo is making a bit of a mistake here. A bit of an unknown mistake. He's going to push that back. Meanwhile, he's going to get pushed here. So I think he needs to hold... Wherever he gets pushed, he's got the map control advantage. He just needs to hold what Marakar pressure comes, basically. Ooh. That's really crazy. How are we getting a mismatch like that, man? That's really crazy. Oh, man. Well, it has to be a re because it wasn't 90% over. But Fargo definitely had advantage there. Yeah, I mean, the rules are clear. Like in game replays, if it's not 90% over, then it's a re-enemy mismatch. Shame for Fargo. I do feel like he had advantage. Wasn't massive advantage, and we know Marakar is very highly skilled. But, yeah, I mean, what can we do? Okay, so we have to read in, and mismatch is unfortunately a thing part of Zero Hour. It does happen every now and again. It's happened in quite a few Fargo games, actually. It strikes me back to like the World Series when Fargo played against Google. You had an unfortunate mismatch there. I think there's been a couple of others as well. But yeah, that is the case in Zero Hour. Down in the bottom left, we've got the Gillet Tox with the blue. This is Fargo. Up at the top right, we have the Cyan player with the GLA Tox. Changing his build slightly, just moving his arms dealer over there. This is Cyan. This is Cyan. This is Marakar. Well, Fargo going for the same strat. Marakar pretty much going for the same strat as well, going for oils, and then not really boxing his workers, but I think it's quite hard to box your workers on this. Marakar's tucked his rebel round the back there. I don't think that's 100% safe. I think it can still be killed from there, but it's quite safe. And Fargo coming through with a fast technical. He's going to shut down the oil position. There is a rebel here, but I don't think Fargo has seen it. That's why you hide it. Technical straight from Marakar, straight into the worker line. Let's kill a few workers. Quite a few workers, actually. One of these is a TNT for Fargo. I think it's that one, actually. Next technical is out from Marakar. Fargo's first technical gets shut down. Marakar's got a better position up in the top left than the previous game. Technical straight through the middle for Fargo, but he's going to be locked onto by 3 technicals there of Marakar. Can that one get in? Looking like it will get in, actually. Is he going to go straight for the arms dealer? Needs to hurry up, whatever he's doing. He is going to go for the arms dealer. And this time he does get it. But difference is that he got that, but meanwhile Marakar's got a better position up in the top left. But Fargo's got a tunnel here. He could harass it. Marakar's got an extra supply now. Different to the previous game. Fargo sending technicals everywhere. RPGs here for Fargo. Loses one, but I think he will stop that tunnel, actually. Yeah, he does. Extra tunnel being deployed for Fargo. Fargo now making a second arms dealer and also repairing his oil. Marakar has 1 oil so far. This one needs to be captured. Yeah, very important fight up here in the top left, actually. Whoever clears the other one from this position will be at an advantage. And Fargo's got a better position on the oils, but it's slightly worse than in the previous game, the mismatch game. Yo, 2 Hornet. Yo, Alpha Ceph Gaming. You're the crypto guy. I think you are. Okay, Marakar wants to capture another oil, actually. So he's going to be on 3 oils if he gets that one. Chopped off a few RPGs there as well. Fargo might lose a rebel here. He should put him inside of the technical, actually. I think he put the technical inside of the tunnel by mistake. Take RPG for Marakar. Shuts down the one of Fargo, the technical of Fargo. Fargo's got a much better position here now. He's creeping forward to the tunnels. Marakar not collecting there currently, and he's also only collecting on 1 worker in the back. Fargo has a sneaky worker here right inside of Marakar's base. Can you imagine if that sets up a tunnel there, the problems that's going to cause for Marakar? Yeah, this is huge. That is really, really huge, actually. Marakar gets kicked off that position. He's a whole area down of supplies, and Fargo's got a better position here as well. The difference is, though, that Marakar has 3 oils, including one of Fargo's. Marakar trying to establish this tunnel. Bit of a pop here from Fargo. He's also creeping forward, and he's grabbing 1 oil with 2 rebels down in the bottom right, even though he could get 2 oils. But that technical needs to go around the back and shut down that worker, because otherwise that tunnel's going to finish. Fargo's established it. He's actually established this tunnel. Marakar's just missed this. And also Marakar is only collected on 2 workers. That one is idle. Remember, this one was only collected on 1 worker for a while as well. But Marakar's a bit of a beast of an army here. And this is what he needs. He needs to overpower this area. Fargo with a lot of scorpions, though. He's killing some of the RPGs. The super tech in play for Marakar. The scorpion that it was attacking is now back inside of the tunnel. Fargo's not captured one of the oils down in the bottom right. Palace being built inside of Fargo's base. Yeah, it's still a very important battle here, but Marakar, I feel, is slowly losing the ground. But that super tech is getting some high value. It's literally 1v1 in Scorpions now. But now it's about to go down, and Fargo has this tunnel. So he's got the bit of a wraparound on Marakar's base. I think Marakar, again, is at quite a disadvantage. Yeah, Marakar losing a lot of ground, but it's because he's focused on this area. Has to clear this tunnel in his base. The 3 arms dealers for Marakar. And Fargo has won both corners, top left and the bottom right area. And even though this artillery platform has been captured by Marakar, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. But yeah, Fargo hasn't realized that he hasn't captured one of the oils down in the bottom right, which is kind of a major issue. Is he not going to see the big white flag? I mean, these oils were deemed a blocker by Zezon. We had to rotate it so you could see the flag, so players knew if they've captured it or not. So Fargo can't really complain. But he is paying attention in a lot of places, getting attacked, playing a very high-level player in Marakar. So, yeah, maybe we can't blame him for making one mistake there, but he is capturing it now anyway. Fargo in the chat says Fargo calls people out for camping, but then also Fargo builds 10 tunnels in each position. That's very true, actually. He is very good in his GLA mirrors. At establishing map control in the key areas. You'll always find him with 95 tunnels in the key areas where he needs it. The problem is now that Fargo's completely mined out of his main base and now dropping down markets. Marakar is still collecting from his base because he just hasn't had enough workers, basically. But Fargo can move all of his workers up to the top left position. It probably would be worth putting them all inside of that tunnel, evacing them, and just collecting all of the supplies. Marakar still has 2 oils. Fargo still has 4 oils. So yeah, this makes up for what Marakar's got to collect still in his base. I feel this is heading towards a 1-1. Marakar's getting the bounty money, but is Fargo getting the bounty money, actually? We'll see in a second. Both players got quite an army of Scorpions. Marakar's got a few buggies now. I'm trying to pay attention to if Fargo's getting the bounty money or not. Yeah, he is. He is getting the bounty money. Yeah, a bit of a trade-off there. I think Marakar's slowly coming out on top. However, Marakar needs to be coming out on top there because he's at a huge disadvantage. These oils alone is a massive point, but having these supplies as well for Fargo is absolutely massive. CC now going up properly for Fargo. Both players even in terms of XP. But I feel that that's going to be a nightmare for Marakar to clear. He is making a few markets himself. There used to be a bug on this map, I think it was V5 or V6 or something, where in that fountain, if damage affected that fountain area, a nuke went off. You may have seen Marakar and Excal battling it out, and Excal carpeted that area by, like it overshot a little bit. And it took damage and a nuke went off. I think it happened twice, actually. So we had to fix that. Zezon deemed it a blocker. I personally thought it was a cool little Easter egg, but apparently a nuke is a random nuke going off unexpectedly as a blocker. Okay, now Fargo's got buggies out. He's able to fend off these positions. Marakar's got interesting tunnel position here in between all the Fargo tunnels. I feel like a disadvantage there though is if Fargo just pops from there, you can easily just pick off a few of these buggies and then go back inside of his tunnel. So Marakar's trying to make stuff happen. But Fargo just with a few smart buggy pops I feel like could stop this. But Marakar's doing good at sending the Scorpion forward just in case any buggies do pop, then the Scorpion would have hit it. There's a Jean Michel here for Fargo as well. Jean there for Marakar. I think he knows though. I think they both know about each other. Fargo's Jean battles. Usually I see him come out on top. I think Marakar's very good at it too, but in that case, Fargo scanned the enemy Jean and found it. It's like its own little mini battle in Zero Hour, the battle of the two Germans. Yeah, all of Fargo's workers from his base are now collecting up in the top left, but that's because on this map, you don't have a full supply dock anywhere. You have all of those crates in your base. I think it's like 5 or 6 crates on each supply, so you get a massive boost in the beginning because you've got all these crates. You can build 3 supplies on it, on your main base. But then they very quickly run out, so it makes like for a very interesting game, I think. GG from Marakar. Any GG from Fargo? Nope.
You have been defeated.
I think Fargo said GG when he lost. Oh no, he didn't. He hasn't said GG at all. He hasn't said GG at all. Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of animosity between these two players. I think Fargo has animosity with everyone, though, to be honest. Because he doesn't say GG. And he tells people to leave. Alright, Crazy Beach. V5. Stealth versus Tank next. All right, Fargo's tank. Marakar is stealth. Crazy Beach is the map. Got 2 dams on this, so we're going to see some dam action. It might actually be one to see it. Because as the stealth, you probably want to keep the tank out as much as possible. So Fargo deliberately choosing the tank here. 1-1 is the score, still at anyone's game. We've got a long way to go, best of 13. Up in the top left with the Cyan, Gilly Stealth, this is Marakar. Down in the bottom left position with the blue, this is Fargo. So Crazy Beach, one of the newer maps in the community. Yeah, same age as AKA's Magic, to be honest. Very, very beautiful map. I love the texture usage on this map. The palm trees is mapped by Nuke. You've got 3 supplies in your base. 1, 2, and 3. I think you're always probably better building a supply on that one, though, because you can more easily get the perfect supply placement, whereas on the crates, it's not always guaranteed. You've got these sandbags that you can obviously crush. You've got explosive barrels. You've got artillery platform. Of course, we've got a dam. The dam's like kind of holding the ocean back, and then this area will flood. You can still get through there and like there, but a lot of this floods. So Fargo sent forward his truck, but there was a TNT there and it has stopped it. Yeah, you've got like kind of an artillery platform here. Got an extra supply over here. You've got a damaged oil here. Damaged oil here as well that needs repairing. And so far, 1 war factory for Fargo. Late 2nd war factory being dropped down now. All of these maps, you should be able to get it in my map pack in the description. Just read down a bit. There's quite a few links in the description, but read down until you see my 0 hour maps. It's like a 3-minute video on it. There's a Google Drive link. Okay, Tech RPG here for Marakar. Gets himself a Vet 2 and actually could get himself some scrap there. Fargo tried to deny it, but I think that is actually still a grenade tech. This tentacle trying to kill a truck. It's already killed 1 truck. Fargo might give him a super tech here. No, Fargo is on it. There is a gat inside of the base, harassing the workers here, so both players are getting harassed. But I feel like losing all the workers to a gat there is more painful than losing like 1 truck or whatever he killed. That's a super tech, yeah. Fargo couldn't deny that. That's the problem if you send the gat in like that. Super Tech and Tech RPG now round the back of the base in Fargo's base. Prop going up. There's another gat coming in though. It's going to harass some more workers, but I feel like that Super Tech is going to be a major, major problem. It needs to start dropping down another power. Mike in the chat says, let's hope the dam is not left at 1% this time. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I had a chat with Boyker about that later on after that set, by the way. Yeah, and Boyker was totally convinced because he saw the water coming out of the dam. He was totally convinced that the dam had already blown. But I think it's just not enough experience on that map, to be honest. Super Tech still running around. All depends on the micro with that. I mean, if microed perfectly, there's no way, really, that it should be stopped. Fargo probably going to lose his dozer here. Don't know if that's the last one or not. The gat in the base has been stopped. That Super Tech taking a bit of damage now. Fargo could trap it, actually. Yeah, he gets it. Okay, so that's kind of a big point. And also, Marakar could have finished that dozer. But a load of quads now moving in for Marakar. Palace being dropped down by Marakar. He has not got his third supply, though. Marakar just choosing to kill Fargo's oil before the Lotus gets it. Marakar really scared about losing... Yeah, Fargo really scared about losing his dozer. Hence, loads of gats here. Yo, Excal, good morning. Early one today, baby. 8:30, I was messaging the players, are you ready? It felt like going to work. But I think it's good, actually, for players like Vivid and Firearm, because they have got an, like, Asia time zone. Where normally when we do it in the evenings Europe time, normally they're going to bed, aren't they? Here comes the attempt to dozer hunt. Oh, he actually still could get it. He still could get it. Oh, I think he messed it up because there was an extra TNT there. He could have actually probably got it. So Fargo now with a CC and applying pressure straight up the middle of the map. Palace has only just been finished, but I feel like them few flamers there, I don't really know if Marakar's going to have an answer for that. How many quads does Marakar have inside of his tunnel? Okay, he does have a few, but the flame walls begin. That TNT could have force fired there behind. Marakar's going to lose the supply. Yeah, it's been very, very close and exciting this set so far. Like that one little engagement there, that TNT. I swear that could have hunted the dozer. Yeah, we already had one mismatch in the game number 2. Which had to be replayed. I think Fargo had advantage. Got replayed. And then Fargo found himself in a similar position and won again. Battle bus is now out, but it gets locked down by the ECMs. And the battle bus is now dead. I think these ECMs need to keep moving, though. Marakar has to go back now because these flame walls. Dozer goes down to the bottom right, but is awkwardly met by a tunnel. If Marakar has a hijacker ready to go, it's a gift, really, isn't it? So Marakar's mined out of one of his supplies. Only collected on 2 workers on that one. Bit of a trade-off there. I think a couple of quads went down, but also all of Fargo's army's been stopped. I think Fargo choosing the tank. He obviously thinks tank wins more against the stealth here, so I think he feels the pressure to make sure this is converted to a win. And I think he's right. I think there was a stealthy tank tournament, and I think... yeah, I heard that tank was winning more often than not, like something like 70% of the time. Lotus disables the battle bus. Lotus now going to capture the oil. Battle bus back out. This one's been disabled and then killed by the artillery platform. Marakar capturing the oil back inside of his base. Napalm now in play. But remember, Fargo did lose that oil. And that one's gone as well. But he is clearing the map very, very slowly. Both players not having a ton of units, but just Fargo's probably in more positions with these annoying flamers. I think Fargo needs to send that flamer to this oil. Oh, Marakar losing the battle bus there. That's kind of bad. Just to one flamer. Just shows you how powerful one flamer is with napalm. There's a battle bus dead there as well. Needs to start the flame wall. Fargo does. Yeah, just tank is just very strong, isn't it? Just one flamer with napalm gets a bit of veterancy and just becomes such a problem for the stealth to deal with. Big Size does have a very interesting stealthy tank strategy overall, where he just goes basically mass quad spam and 99% of the time gets the win. Artillery now from the tank. The back flamer there gets sniped, but the front one is still killing the tunnel. Killed some RPGs, killing the workers. Marakar's about to probably mine out here very soon. Artillery coming in. I just don't know how much longer Marakar can hold out. Yeah, both players don't have an absolute ton, but I just feel like Fargo has a bit more because he's won the corner supplies. He's got MiGs in the air now as well. Just even one flamer from the tank can cause so many problems compared to like one quad, for example. See, even a bunch of RPGs, they tried to take down the flamer, but the flamer is still able to push forward and probably kill the tunnel. And it'll probably then get veterancy from the tunnel, become even stronger, self-heal, and then put on pressure on the next tunnel. Doesn't get veterancy in that case. It's going to get stopped. I don't even know what really happened there. It was a Cyan... okay, Marakar flamer. He's stolen a flamer. Marakar's still trying to hold, though. True GLA tactics. Just think Fargo collecting on both of the corners. Eventually he's going to be able to muster a new army, and then is Marakar going to be able to hold against that new army? There's a lot of MiGs here. That tunnel's going to get shut down, I think. Because whatever Marakar pops, then MiGs, I think, are going to hit it. I think Fargo needs to get the armor upgrade. Not sure why only one MiG hit the battle bus. Bit strange. Could have probably deleted the battle bus and the tunnel then, because they were bunched up on top of each other. Flamers, I don't think, have the same effects as Tox and radiation on the battle buses, no. It's the Tox and the radiation. It's the Tox and the radiation that leaves like a Tox puddle or a radiation puddle. Yo, Excali's upgraded from wood to copper. Thanks for the support. The Copper Club. Well, Marakar is still holding. He's building another 2 black markets, and yeah, just not giving Fargo an easy victory here. I still think it will be a Fargo victory. So he's won both corners. Marakar still has an oil. I suppose Fargo has none. Excal says, sorry, Wood Club, I just got harder. Woke up with a copper. Marakar's battle bus still surviving. He's making more battle buses. If Marakar can hold to level 5, maybe there is a chance, but I do think it is a slim chance. Because Because these MiGs, if they're just used correctly, 4 MiGs on a battle bus, completely delete it, then these battle buses eventually will get picked off. But so far, the MiG hits on the battle bus has been a bit few and far between, really, hasn't it? Which means like 1 or 2 MiGs will hit it, or just 1. And the battle bus is usually surviving. But there's 3 battle buses out now. Can Marakar hold this? It would be one of the most insane holds if he's able to hold and win this game. There's flamers coming in from everywhere. The MiGs are coming back in. That battle bus is really close to going down, but the MiGs are just not interested. Is Fargo going to say something like, talk to me, and then proceed to lose the set? I think it would be a little bit early to start trash talking. But he hasn't said GG. He hasn't said very much in the group chat or anything, actually. Neither players have, to be honest. But I don't blame Marakar for that, because I mean, although it's funny for us as viewers and as streamers to watch Fargo not saying GG and typing easy and leave and all that stuff, it's not a fun environment to play against. It's really not. Artillery comes in, finishes off one of the last markets. Marakar is really making Fargo work for this. I still feel major advantage for Fargo, because he has the whole map basically. He even has that oil now as well. But Marakar is edging closer to level 5. Can he do some kind of epic sneak? Imagine like Anthrax bomb and all that. Let's say it's the most magical Anthrax ever and all that gets deleted and he gets loads and loads of bounty money for it. And then at the same time you do a sneak there when the MiGs are on the return for landing. That's still very winnable just based on those 2 events happening. So if Marakar can get 800 more XP, could happen. But just look at how much dark blue is on the map compared to how much cyan. I don't know if Marakar is going to be able to get that extra 750 XP now he needs. The tunnel there has been revealed. Marakar continues to hold. This is why stealthy tank is just such an epic matchup. Like, all of this is invisible to Fargo, so you can't see any of that. You might have an idea where it is, because he's seen RPGs going inside the tunnel and occasionally sees them fire. Still can't be 100% sure until you go close. Yeah, Marakar, I think he's trying to bait out the usage of the MiG so he can use the battle buses. Palace needs to be getting repaired by a worker from the back. Fargo decided actually the time is to go back, actually. Time to go back. Okay, nice MiG hit. Deletes the tunnel. I don't know if Marakar is going to be able to hold that CC, though. So even if he does get to level 5, he's not going to be able to do it. He has to remake a CC back here. And he can do it. He's got 3k now. Needs to sell that market. There are mines there. And the battle bus gets... I was going to say laser locked then, but it's more like a laser disabled by the ECM. GG from Marakar. Any GG from Fargo? Nope.
You have been defeated.
GG, yeah, well played. Fargo's got a strong performance going so far. Will he be able to also win with the stealth? We shall see. Okay, Marakar now played a tank down in the bottom left. Okay. Up at the top right, we have the blue GLA Stealth for the player that is Fargo. Down at the bottom left, we have the Cyan player for the China tank that is Marakar. Interesting, both players, and in fact, loads of times I've seen on this set now, and rather than getting that supply, the players are making supplies always on these two right supplies. Must just be easier for the dozers to build the supplies there, maybe. No, actually, it's because they're going 3 supplies, isn't it? Yeah, Fargo did the same in the previous game. You build the back one first, send it to the front, and then you build this one second. Just an efficient way to build it, I think. Truck rush from Marakar, and it is a smart one because Fargo's not prepared for that angle at all. And there's a TNT coming in though, and so far no workers have died, amazingly. Okay, first worker dies. Technical is locked on it. Second worker dies. TNT needs to force fire to ground, but he did not. This truck is just keeping him so distracted, though. But now a flame is coming in. Technical just runs straight into some gats and goes down. Yeah, looking quite an okay start there for Marakar. However, there is a hijacker. It's probably going to get that flame rate. Depends when the flame wall starts. No, it does get hijacked. Marakar's now got to be careful of a counter flamer coming in. If it heads down to the bottom right straight away, it can just shut down that whole area. So technical from Fargo does have something inside of it, entering the back of Marakar's base. Someone in the chat, Joshua, said, I think Fargo's going to go for a dozer hunt strategy. Could be a very viable strat here, actually. TNT there, force fires the ground, which he did. He gets a truck. Marakar has expanded very quick. Technical still doing a little bit of harassment. There's a flamer straight through the middle for Marakar. Means a tunnel. Tunnel's not got a very good position, really. It's more suitable, I think, for the flamer. Flamer wrecks it and gets Vet 2 straight away. That's just an empty technical now, but it is Vet 2, so it still can dish out quite a lot of damage against these trucks. But Fargo has actually got a sneaky tunnel inside of Marakar's base, and he is flaming down the war factory of Marakar. Legendary play there from Fargo. Huge play. That flamer needs to adjust his flame wall. He's taken out a war factory, but he's just let it rebuild, and he's not adjusted the flame wall. I think it's probably, though, because he's paying attention in his base. Yeah, Fargo's base is getting flamed. Yeah, really nice from Marakar. Tank is just super, super strong, isn't it? Like I said before, the flamers just require so much attention from the stealth. Tech RPG from Fargo around the back. Flamer turns his attention to the technical. Yeah, Marakar's now cleared all of his base. It was looking really good from that attack. But actually, the counter-attack from Marakar looking even better. Yeah, Fargo now only on 1 supply. Marakar on like 4 supplies. Double war factory. That is looking like a tank victory. I think maybe the Dozer Hunt strategy is one of the most viable strats against the tank. Tech RPG for Fargo, still dishing out some damage, but Fargo's supply up in the top left is going to get stopped. Fargo risked the mines there. And those will get found, but he realizes there's already a CC, so it's not going to make any difference. Tech RPG unloads again. He's going to try and pick off a truck. But I don't think Fargo can continue much past this. Just because of the economy situation. Those flamers going through and the fact that Fargo wasn't on three supplies. Flamer for Marakar. Gets inside of Fargo's base. But this army here, that's it. That's going to be GG. There's no way to stop that. There's even Battle Masters in there as well. Vet 2 Battle Masters. Tech RPG. Everything coming in for Fargo to try and stop this, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Arms dealer there going down to the Flamer. Napalm is in play. Fargo quits without a GG, and it is a 2-2 score line. Yeah, well played. High-level plays from both players so far. Tank was probably stronger there for Marakar. It was a nice little counter-attack from Fargo. Maybe what Fargo should have done was just send the Flamer in and flame some stuff, but still focus on the defense. Maybe he didn't need the quads and the RPGs inside of Marakar's base. I think it's difficult there regardless. Okay, let's see what's next. It's Demo versus China on Battleship Bay. Okay, Demo v China. Yeah, we have to just transfer. This is just going to be a transfer.
You have been defeated.
Fargo should re his game. Okay, so welcome to Battleship Bay. Up in the top right, we have the blue player, the man himself. This is the China Vanilla Fargo. Yo, Muffin Man.
Some more dollar to the winner of this set.
Thank you very much. 792 is like $10. Thank you very much. I will tell the players after this game, if I remember. Down at the bottom left, I always forget. Down at the bottom left with the signed player, Gile Demolition for Marakar. Marakar with an interesting base setup, both of his production buildings here protected by this tunnel. And Fargo is going for a double helix rush. Does Marakar expect this? Probably the fact that the Red Guard are out might trick him. However, he also might be expecting it, though, because it is Fargo kind of style to do all-in rushes. The fact, though, that that technical's gone forward without being loaded up by the TNT indicates to me that there's going to be another technical. This is a double helix rush. Technical comes forward, gets the crush. Helixes are out. Very important that those tank hunters get inside. It's a quad from Marakar. Those helixes are now distracted. This gives Marakar valuable time now. This gives him valuable time to make more quads. Second quad is already out. It's probably going to be 3 quads by the time they get across the map. Need to avoid that building because it'll dish out some damage. I don't really think this is going to work, to be honest. There's going to be 3 quads out. Can't really ignore that because they're going to probably pop and dish out a bit of damage. No. Don't really know where the helixes can go. Don't really know. The thing is, his class really isn't all in. Unless that went straight to the arms dealer and killed him, then it's probably just over. Marakar sending the TNT the slow way. Oh, Fargo does have a second supply, though, I suppose. Yeah, just not sure. Like, back in the day, sometimes this used to catch people off guard, but how many times do you see it nowadays catching people off guard with the double helix rush? I usually just see it fail nowadays. I feel like it might be better just to play a normal game and just still go mass helixes, but you're playing more of a normal game. But I feel like Marakar is very good at this. He's played Demo China a lot. Yeah, China can counter Demo with mass helixes and usually catching the Demo off guard, but not straight from the beginning like that. Yo, Jess.
What a treat to wake up to. Thanks for streaming all of these, Dommy. Also, more vids of you destroying Dork 9 would be appreciated. Smile.
Cheers, Jas. Much appreciated. Yeah, the helix rush was kind of painful there. It did not work out at all. Yeah, thanks very much for the donation, Jas. Appreciate it. Glad you like the streams and the early morning streams. Okay, 3-2 is the score. Marakar taking the lead. Yeah, I think Marakar is going to play a more normal game with a China. And I think he is going to go mass helixes. He loves a China vanilla helix against the GLA. I think Fargo will know exactly what to expect, but still, even though you're expecting it, if you take like 1 or 2 bad engagements with quads against helixes, maybe even just 1 actually early on, if you let him reset your quad count, and meanwhile he's still building up the helixes, and there's quite a lot of money on this map, then yeah, the China has still a very good chance, I think, because the quads are more expensive for demo. Yeah, I expect a more fierce battle this time round, not an all-in like we saw there from Fargo. Okay. Down in the bottom left, we have the GLA Demolition with the blue. This is Fargo. Up at the top right, we have the Cyan player, China Vanilla. This is Marakar. Bit of a wonky supply there. I wonder if he'll still get the perfect supply placement. We shall see. Truck rush from Marakar. Looks like a TNT from Fargo. Remember, on this map there's a battleship, hence the name Battleship Bay. It can shoot anywhere along the middle, pretty much anywhere where my screen has just been. And you can also shoot this dam and blow the dam, and it actually floods that, and floods this whole area here. So that tunnel gets shut down. Marakar is going for a helix. Has gone for mines on his power. And making a very fast third supply. This truck might actually get in and kill a bunch of workers. That will be very bad for Fargo. It could literally kill about 10 workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. It's one of the most cost-effective trucks we've ever seen. Helix is already out, and this tunnel is going to be under threat because those quads are not inside of the tunnel. So it's just a much better, more solid strategy. However, there is a TNT in Marakar's base. Marakar's seen it, though. Fargo's locked onto the Lix. RPG's here from Fargo. The Lix is heading there. Just hit it once with one of the RPGs. Another Helix is out. Yeah, much better play here from Marakar with the China. War factory now being built for Marakar. Second Helix loaded. Helix is here, though, and that Helix goes down, and I don't know if this other Helix is going to go down. Marakar needs to stop that worker. Is he going to be able to, though? Still some annoying RPGs here for Marakar. That Helix is getting pretty low. There's another quad coming across the map. I think that quad needs to go inside of there, and I think that tunnel might actually finish in the end. This Lix is going to unload. So get ready in the main base. That tunnel, I think, is going to get up. Lix goes down. Fargo here with the quad pop. There's a GAT on the way and the new Lix, but it's not loaded yet. Quad's coming in from the side. And despite a strong start, I feel that it's probably now advantage Fargo because of this annoying position and the amount of Lixers he's taken out. Fargo's also expanding here to a front supply. It's got a demo trap there and an occupied building. See, those two quads could be killed by a full bunker Lix. And that's the kind of trade you don't really want to be taking. But there's two more quads behind. A nice micro on the quad so far from Fargo. Yeah, but that truck in the beginning was brutal on Fargo's workers. Okay, GAT's now coming in for Marakar. Lix comes in as well. There's more quads from the back, and that Lix goes down as well. Fargo really wants to kill this supply, and I think he's going to get it. Marakar trying to save it, though, but sacrificing Gats. GG for Marakar. No GG, probably, from Fargo. And 3-3. Things are spicing up here. 3-3 is the score. We'll now move on to a new map. I forgot what it's called, though. Yelling Avalanche, GLAV tank next. Yelling Avalanche. Says on set. Tree. Too many. It says on said there was a there was a tree that had the I think it had like an odd number of leaves or something. It wasn't a prime number. Apparently the amount of trees, the amount of leaves on the tree has to be a prime number. Otherwise it doesn't fit the code of 0 hour or something. So we had to remove some leaves to make it a prime number. Okay, GLA tank next. Okay, Fargo now has the map. Okay, down in the south position with the blue China tank. This is Fargo. Up in the north position with the GLA Vanilla. This is the Cyan player that is Marakar. Yeah, in all seriousness, things that got fixed in this version of the map were the tech buildings have to face south so that you can easily see the flags. Same for there. Same for that, even though it is a little bit of an angle. And there is, I think there's still an issue actually with the terrain here. See that massive hole? So we still need to flatten that, and I think there will be a V4 of this map. Once that's fixed, I think that's it. But you may remember a while ago I made a video... Oh, actually, that's still a blocker, isn't it? Those flags are not facing south. You may remember a while ago I made a video about icebergs and said icebergs kill everything in Zero Hour. I think it was a game with Scuba in it, and I think his battle buses were going past an avalanche that was falling or something, and it killed like 3 of his battle buses. That was on Forgotten Forest, if I'm not mistaken. That's the same avalanche, but in this game it's indestructible. So you can't set off the avalanche. Okay, tech RPG there from Marakar. Pretty nice, but it was a very, very instant scrap deny there from Fargo. I feel like Fargo's on point today. TNT from Marakar is going to get one of the dozers and actually sets off the explosive barrels. Tech RPG from the back combined with the TNT here from Marakar, but he almost messed it up. Is there going to be a scrap deny? There is. You have to take his dozer off the prop for that. Get here from Fargo trying to get in. He might give away some scrap here. I think he's going to take his dozer off it again. Yeah, he already is taking it off. So that's going to be delayed a bit. But yeah, all the aggression so far has been shut down. I think this matchup does favor the GLA quite a lot. Oh, another TNT from Marakar. He's really on point with the TNTs on the units, isn't he? I think as long as you stop any tank aggression in the beginning like that and don't take any worker damage or anything and just stop all aggression, then all you have to do is hold out as the GLA. You just have to make it go late game until you build a couple of markets, build an army of scorpions, build a palace, build a few stingers, and you've just won. This tank doesn't have any long range, doesn't have decent hackers. There's no point in the tank making super weapons, making the nuke. But Fargo is having a bit of success over on this left-hand side. He is breaking through now. These tunnels need to get up for Marakar, but Fargo's not focused on that. Is now. Stops it on 98%, but there's another worker here. Fargo now on ECMs. He's got mines on his prop, which I like. Lotus is out, capturing this oil down at the bottom left. Yo, Tarek, welcome to you. What a nice Morgan, he says. Breakfast watching the stream. I'm glad you like the timing. Yeah, Fargo heavily focused on this left side. Right side is getting shut down a lot, though. And Marakar cancels the tunnel there, actually. I think he was saving a bit of cash. He's only collected on 2 workers on his main. Maybe Marakar realizes that his left side is actually under major threat now, and he needs additional resources over on the left. Still 2 workers on his main. He has got an oil, though. Tech RPG. into Marakar's base. He's going to, into Fargo's base. He's going to start repairing that barracks, but actually that dozer is the last. There's a nice counter-attack from Marakar. It's a bit of a base trade at the minute. Is Fargo going to be able to hold this? I think he is. Just. And he's also still applying pressure in the front. That Scorpion can be shut down by the ECM. Lotus is capturing all the tech buildings on the left. I think Fargo is making it work a bit. However, it's these flamers that are going to be able to dish out the damage on the main base. So it all depends on the micro flamers. So far, the flamers are taking heavy damage. Fargo's walking into his own fire there a little bit as well. Yeah, I feel like after that main attack's getting stopped now, Marakar is like really settling into the map as the GLA. I think the chances for the tank just from here just slide a bit. That attack really needed to do something, I think, for Fargo. But he does have that oil, though. He has a tank drop from that, tank drop from that. He's got an oil there, oil there. That oil's getting captured by Marakar, though, so... Fargo focusing on the left, Marakar focusing on the right. Flamer and an ECM straight through the middle. This could be a good angle for Fargo to attack. That Flamer's going to get stopped, though. Yeah, Fargo has transitioned now to Battle Masters. The problem with them is that they give away a lot of XP if they're dying, and a lot of them are dying here. They do have the auto upgrade, though, so they're able to dish out a lot of damage, and they're able to self-heal as well because he has the Vet 2. However, yeah, the trade-off is that you give away a ton of XP. Yeah. Fargo's actually established quite a blob of units over on the right. Dare I say a bit of a death blob. And with the autoloader upgrade, he really is dishing out some heavy DPS there. And there's a Helix up now for Fargo as well. Fargo doesn't have his refinery, neither does Marakar. It's often a forgotten about building in this game. Oh, I forgot to tell the players. I think it was Muffin Man donated $10 towards the prize pool. I forgot to tell him that. I need to tell him in the next game. Artillery kills that building, and I think without that building in play, Fargo probably can push a bit more here. He just needs some anti-infantry in the mix, I think, because the RPGs there are still on the ground. Even though the artillery finished off the bunker, the RPGs can still wreck here. So I don't really know about that for Fargo anymore. Actually, I think he needs to probably go back. He's picking off the Scorpions, though, and a Helix is coming in. Okay, Fargo making it work. Fair enough. There's one quad out. think Fargo's really feeling the momentum at the minute. Making it work here with the tank, which is impressive. There's a Scud launcher out for Marakar. That was actually quite a tasty hit. Damaged a lot of these, weakened them a lot. Another hit or some Scorpion hits might just finish them all. Oh, that's painful. That is really painful. Marakar is going to be level 5 by the time we know it. That's just a tank being dropped off. Yeah, it's Scorpion. Marakar's level 5 now, so Anthrax Bomb like here, for example, would be legendary. Yeah, when I suggested playing at 9 GMT on the Saturday, Fargo said there wouldn't be many viewers, but we're already on nearly 300 views. Which I said that would still be the case. We have people in all different time zones. And in Europe, people just waking up for breakfast and stuff, watching some Zero Hour now. It's not a bad time. The only people it's bad for is in the US, where they're still asleep. Yo, Non, thank you for the £5 donation. I really need to turn that music down. It seems a bit loud. Well, Marakar's holding. Has he got a CC? Yeah, he has. Oh, yeah, so we saw the Anthrax Bomb here. Okay. MiGs without napalm. Not so sure about that, but Lixer's coming in to finish this off. I guess GPS scrambled, actually, which is quite a nice little save there from Marakar. That's really, really cool, actually. He saved all of that, pretty much. And there's like a Vet 3, Vet 3, Vet 2. That was really, really cool. Sneak attack, though, and there's pretty much nothing ready to stop that. There's a Battlemaster here, but it's not going to completely stop it, is it? There's a Helix here as well. Marakar probably better not pop again, though. Napalm is now in play. Fargo has to sell his supply. Doesn't get his money back for it, and he gives more Scorpions the veterancy. Fargo didn't even get the kill on that one. Just shows you how strong these Scorpions are when they're Vet 3, Vet 2. Make's coming in for Fargo. Did lose one, but he also picked off some... No, he lost two in the end. He did pick off some stuff, though. Marakar has his refinery and a few markets now. I feel like the GLA holding this long, having Sneak, having Anthrax, I think eventually here the GLA is just going to be able to win. Yeah, this map is called Yelling Avalanche. We're on V3, and it's made by Relax. Yeah, that army is just really, really powerful against the tank. He's got a few quads in here. GPS Vet 3 Scorpions, plus the Scud launcher. It's just completely anti-tank. Whoa, look at this. Isn't that one deadly machine? Whoa, what's that even going to hit? Okay, it did less damage than I thought, actually. I kind of like that unit, though. I hope it doesn't get disabled. I want to see that in action a bit more. I don't really like it firing the toxin. I would prefer it to be firing the explosive. The explosive warhead. I think could be cooler. Oh, it's gone down. Oh, no, wait. A Vet 3's gone down, but that one's still in play. Yeah, I don't know why he's firing the toxin ones. I know it's leaving the radiation But like, he could have killed a few more units there, I think, if he used the explosive one. Fargo has been defeated. GG from Marakar, no GG from Fargo. But Fargo will now play with the GLA. 4-3 for Marakar. This will be the last live stream for like a 8 days or 9 days at least. I'm going away next week. But we've done a few as of late, so at least we got a few in before I'm going. Can't remember the guy's name who donated now. I think it was Muffin Man added $10 to the prize pool. Down, so I'll add that to the description. I'll double check that and add that to the description later on. Cheers for that. Down in the south position, we have the China tank for the Cyan player. That is Marakar. Up in the north position with the GLA Vanilla in the blue. This is Fargo. Raymond Lowe in the chat says to remember to tell him about the donations. Well, I've told him now. So. Okay, Truck Rush from Marakar. He's always finding a bit of an awkward angle into Fargo's base. A bit like he did on Crazy Beach, which Fargo eventually recovered. But is this still going to kill some workers here? That could have killed one truck there at least. Fargo running around with a TNT is establishing a tunnel by Marakar's oil. This is going to give a vet to technical, but he actually got the last hit with the RPGs. I mean, he killed it faster, but you always want to get the last hit with the technical, really, to get a vet 2. So he can run around easier, take more damage without going down as easy. Oh, he might go for the dozer hunter here. Tech RPG on the dozer of Marakar. Ooh, I think he's got himself a super tech there, and Marakar's maybe in danger of getting hunted. But you see, if that was a vet 2, it would be healing. He's going to go back inside of the tunnel, and Marakar will still be scared of a dozer hunter here, so it's going to make him play probably slightly different and more conservative. Flamer. That should give him a vet 2. Killing a vet 1 Flamer, I think. Maybe. Yeah, he gets a vet 2. He might even get a vet 3 from the scrap. I think it's a bit unpredictable what the scrap's going to do. Probably at this point would give him cash. But yeah, that's quite a major thing, having a super tech. Makes it a lot easier to do with all these flamers. You see it just wrecks. If he gets a vet 3 as well, it's going to be insane. There's a Scorpion out for Fargo as well. Scorpion goes down, but already quite a few flamers have gone down, so it's worthwhile for Fargo. He's about to kill another one as well. He's got a vet 3. These trucks can now be killed. Trucks are both very, very low. Over on the right, this tunnel is in danger. Fargo not getting oils or anything yet, just keeping up the aggression. Keeping up the pressure on Marakar. These two... Ooh. Super Tech did die, and I think it was due to the explosive barrels there. Super Tech is gone. Those RPGs are probably in danger there as well. Marakar going to press now, but without that Super Tech, this is a lot harder to deal with. What tournament is this? No tournament. This is just a one-off challenge. You are here for all of it. You're not missing any tournament. GSVS asked that in the chat. So Fargo now making rebels to capture some buildings. Technical straight through the middle gets stopped. And Fargo quits. GG from Marakar.
You have been defeated.
5-3 is the score. Marakar taking a major lead advantage there by winning both the GLA and with the tank. Next one is Air Stealth on Damned Scorpion. Salah in the chat says, I'm so sad for you, Marker. You've grown so old. And earlier he said you've got yourself in such an embarrassing position against Fargo. Well, I totally disagree, because Fargo would beat 99.9% of people in the chat, and Marakar's ahead here. So, it doesn't make any sense, your comments to me, honestly. Fargo doesn't have the map. Fargo needs to re his game. Okay, the Stealth. Two very strong factions, two of the strongest factions in the game. Marakar choosing to play Air Force first, Fargo with the Stealth first. Okay, down in the bottom right, we have the USA Air Force for the Cyan player. This is Marakar. Up in the top left position with the GLA Stealth, this is the blue player. That is Fargo. Yeah, Fargo does only have imminent victory on his PC. No, he does have one other map as well. It's called Natural Threats. So, double barracks opener there for Fargo. Bit of a wonky place supply. Shouldn't impact him that much, but it's a little bit of extra distance. Mohammed Manwa says, why is Fargo avoiding saying GG? What seems to be the matter? That is the million-dollar question. What is the matter? If you can answer that, if you can watch the set and figure out what is the matter for us, then that will help us out massively, actually. Marakar is actually going for 2 airfields, indicating it will be a Comanche build. Fargo is building a tunnel up at the top and also down in the bottom left. Salah in the chat again says, in fact, Mark, which he means Marakar, you're no longer an opponent or an opponent of the powerful. I think he's using Google Translate, Salah. Okay, first Comanche is out. Stops a RPG and a worker. Technical coming in for Fargo. Not going to do a hell of a lot, though, because against the Comanche build, there's literally nothing to kill unless there's a raptor on the ground. Yo, the Muffin Man, welcome to Wood. Cheers for your support on the channel. Welcome to the Wood Club. Or in our case, the Wood Morning Club today. Early morning Wood Club. Or in Excal's case, he's harder than Woody's copper today. He woke up with the copper. Okay, Comanche straight down the middle for Marker, according to Salah. Mark just clearing up the base now of Farg. Yeah, Marakar's going to take over this area by the looks of it. The thing you got to be careful of on this map, I don't think Tanso, the map maker of this, scripted it to fix it. The thing is that if that dam blows, it kills air units as well. So there is a possibility, if for some reason the dam detonates, this whole village here will flood, but it will also kill all air units. Can you imagine a situation where the dam blows and it kills all the Comanches? That would be kind of mental. You can get this map in my map pack. Link is in the description. Read a few links down, like 5 or 6 links down. So Marakar trying to kill this oil in Fargo's base, which he's going to get. Yo, Raymond.
Since there's no more lives for 8 days.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Marakar expanding to a third supply down in the bottom left. He's also grabbed this oil. Also doing quite a good job clearing out the middle. Yeah, Comanches are very, very strong. The problem is on this map is if you weren't able to expand and then you were just reduced down to just the one supply and you weren't able to take the corners, then you might be in a problem because the GLA might have all of the cash. However, Marakar is doing quite a good job in the corners of the map, and he has even taken this this area. Fargo's losing that, but Fargo is coming into the base though with a ton of quads. Is Marakar going to go back and try to defend that? I think so. Could get interesting actually. That amount of quads versus that amount of Comanches I feel like the quads might just have it. There's even a hijacker here too, and Fargo still has the middle. I feel like Fargo might have a bit of a chance there. There's a few missile defenders coming out though, and Fargo's about to steal that dozer. Fargo doesn't have enough cash though to drop down a power. So he stole the dozer but didn't place down a power. Might put the pressure on Marakar though. Might make him take a bad engagement that he doesn't want to take. Marakar choosing to go for the stinger around the back. I'm not sure if that's the best use of time. Actually, he is finishing off the oil. Yeah, Marakar is in a difficult spot, actually. He has that oil. He has got that supply. He could just migrate his base all the way to the bottom left. If he fire bases all of these off, makes the new CC, one airfield to repair what Comanches he does have. But I think Fargo's recovered a bad situation here for him, because he was getting cleared out of everywhere. But this massive quad push down the middle seems to have done it. Marakar coming in with a massive rocket pod attack, and most of Fargo's squads are actually not attacking. Marakar is slowly clearing his base. Yeah, a lot of his quads are just not attacking. I feel like that's quite a big mistake there for Fargo. The fact that they were all bunched up. If they were just spread around, I think Marakar's base was done for. But the fact that they were all bunched does make that a bit more interesting now. And again, they are bunched there. Needs to keep them spread and needs to make sure they're all firing. He sold the second supply there. Fargo is collecting still from the middle. A10 comes through. Marakar likes them random A10s on the armies usually. Laser lock comes in from the missile defenders. Firebase being built. Ooh, Fargo has a supply still there. And I wonder if Marakar knows about that or not. Spectre gunship comes in. Comanches as well. Kills all of the quads. Marakar building up the XP. But yeah, Marakar's completely dominated the bottom left. Fargo winning the top right. Fargo still in the middle. Ooh. That Comanche's very low. Thing is, once this gets fire-based off, that's going to be so hard to push into. Fire-bases and Comanches are like quad's worst nightmare. You're pushing into a choke point like that. There's a few stingers dotted around, and there's at least one Comanche is pretty low there. Stinger gets finished. Finish off, I mean. Strategy center being built by Marakar. Loads of quads moving in on this position. I don't know if he can break that or not. There's quite a lot of missile defenders and another firebase. It decides to go back, because with the help of those Comanches, there's no way, really. That was a nice attempt with the random TNTs. Marakar coming in with his Comanches. He's going to try and save his oil. And does. These Comanches are just so hard to kill. Search and destroy now in play for the Vs. Loads and loads of fire bases down in the bottom left. That's going to be basically next to impossible to crack. The only thing that could crack it is a sneak attack in the back. So Fargo getting an extra supply. He's still collecting on the middle. Search and Destroy V's out now with no buggies in sight. It's going to be kind of painful. Really epic transition there from Marakar. Yeah, Search and Destroy V's combined with having this bottom left island. Can't really see a way Fargo's going to be able to get that back. I think Fargo's best chance was when he did that massive quad attack, but half of his quads were bunched together or not shooting. Marakar's got flashbangs here as well. Spectre coming through. It's a supply. He knows about that supply. Yeah, that's going to be so hard to kill without a palace. Yeah, Fargo's thinking about an attack here, but can you really see that amount of quads getting through here? I mean, it might be able to kill one firebase. Comanches, though, going back for Marakar. But the Comanches can just combine here with the firebases and just help out and finish it off. Fargo's been defeated. No GG. GG from Marakar. Marakar on a bit of a roll now. After a bit of a close and competitive start, Marakar now taking over. Only needs one more now to win. Yeah, Marakar control on his Comanches was really good. Yeah, in my opinion, Fargo throw, because I think that that quad push inside of Marakar's base, that should have killed Marakar, but Fargo for a second bunched up too much. All right, stealth for Marakar, Fargo for Air Force. Okay, up at the top left, we have the GLA stealth for the Cyan player. This is Marakar. Down at the bottom right, we have the blue player, USA Air Force, which is Fargo. Is Fargo going to copy the strat and go for the Comanches? Marakar with a very similarly placed supply. It might actually be because those crates, you know, depending on which way they're rotated, the crates can actually block like that much of land from being built on. You see what I mean? Yo, Asterix, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Domination, baby. Welcome to you. Okay, just one tunnel inside of Marakar's base. He's got a worker up at the top. No tunnel being built yet. He's prioritized the tunnel in the middle. think Marakar must be going for oils, yeah. And he has the capture upgrade as well. Okay, so he's getting the oil there at the top. It's a Comanche build, and Comanches are out. One oil does get captured. Fargo going to sacrifice the Comanche. Ooh, sacrifice a lot of HP to stop the oil. But the oil is still going to be captured because there was already another rebel on the way. Those are here for Fargo. That's going to get shut down by the RPG inside of this building, though. Marakar stopping the worker. Sorry, Fargo stopping the worker, rather. But the tunnel here has now been revealed. Marakar with a nice base setup because the Stinger and the Stinger to the sides where the arms dealers are protects them from any kind of a counterattack. Extra supply going up for Marakar here in the middle. Joshua Taylor in the chat says he went for a shower. Any Fargo rage quits yet? Well, he's not said GG all the way throughout, so you take from that what you will. Okay, quad attack here from Marakar. Seems to be quite on point. Fargo needs to get all of his Comanches over there, I feel. Marakar trying to take control of both of the islands. Fargo realizing that might be not the engagement to take. That worker actually still in play. Gets stopped eventually. Marakar trying to get this extra oil there. Fargo focusing on the oil in the middle. One Comanche goes down, but he does stop that extra oil from being captured. Fargo needs to get inside of that building ASAP. Feel like this is more and more going Marakar's way. He's even getting a third arms dealer. Winning both sides, really, and Fargo's kind of trapped in his base. Yo, Siavash, welcome to you. Okay, flashbangs from Fargo in the middle. Flushing out these buildings. It's actually only Stingers there, no forward tunnel. Comanche's now descending on this middle position. This Stinger also going to be cleared. But Marakar very soon is surely going to have a ton of quads. All the middle now has been cleared, really. Just this deep tunnel to clear, and obviously there's still a stealth supply there. Marakar's trying to reclaim the territory with a toxin tractor. If he can establish a tunnel and another Stinger there, can try to hold it. But Marakar currently expanding up the top right. Still doesn't have that oil, but can do soon. Marakar with a lot of quads, as to be expected on the three arms dealers. Marakar actually trying to capture this oil. Yeah, Fargo in trouble now because he's surrounded on both fronts. Nah, that's a very bad engagement. That's over. That's game over. Don't know what Fargo was doing there. I think he's quit. It's GG. GG's well played. Started very, very close there between Marakar and Fargo. Went to 3-3, then it went to 4-3 to Marakar, and then Marakar just completely took over from that point. I think Fargo felt the pressure a little bit too much. So, GG's. Okay, Marakar does like a chat, so we will give him a call. Yo.
Yo, what's going on?
Yo, I thought you might ask for an interview. I know you'd like to say your piece.
Yeah, it was a nice set overall, I think.
Yeah, that was good.
And no flames, to be honest, between us, which was a breather, a fresh breath air, to say the least.
Yeah,
we made amends on that front, which is good.
But not even a word really from Fargo. Well, I mean, he said the odd word between the games if we were like choosing the map or whatever, but he didn't say GG once, did he? I don't think.
No. I think
so yeah, really well played. It started close, then it went to 3-3, and then you just kind of took over from there. But I think you've won more sets against Fargo than he's won against you, I think, right? So probably his confidence was lacking in midway.
I think technically in tournaments, he's won more than me.
Okay.
I think he's won, what is it? It's like 4 sets above me. I think I'm like 2 sets wins against him. But to be honest, like I don't know. Like I'm not gonna comment on that as much. I think overall in the Recta stats, it's probably slightly favored towards me, I'd say. I don't know the exact percent, but I remember I was like positive.
Ah, right, okay. I thought it was more more positive for you, to be honest. But yeah, cool. GG's. Yeah, any particular games you want to talk about? The stealthy air in the last game, I think, was really good for you. You just took over the map, basically making the quads. I think when he made the quads and he was entering your base when he played the stealth, I thought he could have won that, but he bunched the quads too much. Do you remember when you hit it with the rocket pod?
Yeah, I caught like 8 quads like that at some point, and I even exploded a terrorist on some of his quads, so that made a huge difference. I mean, as soon as that push was held, it was effectively game over, because stealth can't compete with air on equal eco like that.
Yeah. Either the stealth, I agree with you. Stealth needs to take over the whole map and then camp it out, or he needs to push and do some really big damage. But I thought he actually had you, to be honest, but he just bunched it up too much.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is very difficult to win against air on this map. I think he had a really, really rough start when he was playing the Air Force. Like his Comanches were getting damaged really early on, and he didn't really deny any rebels because he either went to the wrong oil or there was another rebel ready to cap anyway. So I had like 2 rebels in station. So even if he tries to sacrifice a Comanche for a rebel, he just ends up not denying the oil anyways, because I'm gonna cap it with the second rebel.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was smart to have a second rebel ready for that.
Also, like him losing that barracks spot on the island was pretty massive, just because the Flash Rangers are really annoying to like clear up the garrisons, but the barracks is pushed further back, then it's a lot easier to defend that. And
Yeah,
I mean,
whereas
I got onto a third arms dealer very early as well, so my numbers were insane. And obviously, one bad engagement with Comanches, and it usually is game over.
Yep, true. What do you think of the maps? I know we played a lot of these maps before in 20k and stuff, but my feeling is that these are good enough to become ranked now. Any issues with the maps, or you like them, or any you particularly don't like?
No, I think these are good maps, and I think they have different play styles in terms of how they play out. So I
Yeah,
think like Crazy Beach, I think the distance is sort of similar to like Lagoon, if I were to give a reference point.
yeah,
So it feels like Tank's pretty damn strong versus Stealth there in particular.
yeah.
Um, on what was the map? On Yelling Avalanche, yeah. That map can actually, I feel like it can go both ways. I feel like he went the wrong build order with Tank. I feel like the forward supply is kind of necessary to pressure GLA early, similar to the build order on Vendetta.
Yeah. You mean because the map's so big, there's so many avenues the truck can go in.
Yeah, and but what like once GLA seals off like all three exits, I mean Tank
Yeah,
really has very little chance, especially if it gets to like Scud launchers. Like you saw the how insane Scud launchers are versus
yeah.
Tank and the
Well, why were
show.
you using
So.
it Anthrax quite a lot? I feel like there was a few kills you could have got if you used the explosive one, but were you trying to use the Anthrax to stop the trucks?
Oh no. The Anthrax comes by default plus the explosion with Scrap 2. That's not like a mode thing.
Oh, right, yeah, because there was a few Vet 3. Yeah, there was one with a massive rocket, Vet 3 and Stealth. I thought that was kind of cute.
Like the Scrap 2 Scud launcher, it uses the high explosive warhead and the Anthrax warhead like at the
Ah,
same
okay.
time. That's like the benefit on top of like the I think it's 10% range for
Ah,
each
okay.
level of Scrap.
Yeah,
That's why I always try to scrap Scud launchers because the range they get is
yeah.
ridiculous.
Is it only when it's like scrapped up to the max it gets the range boost? And what is it, like 20%, 30%, was it? Or
No. Even scrap one is at 10%.
oh,
Scrap two
10%.
is I think scrap two I think is 20% on top of like having anthrax plus high explosive on every single
Okay.
rock basically.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. But there was a few times though. I'm gonna have to probably test this. There was a few times where you like your Vet 2 or Vet 3 or whatever hit like a Battle Master like quite close to it and only like damaged it by half. And I feel like a demo Scud launcher as normal damages it more than that. I'm gonna have to test this because I'm not so sure on
Demo
the
scud
damage.
and GLA scud they deal the same damage. It might just be like terrain thing if anything. Like
Yeah.
it might just be something weird with Zero Hour happening with the flex with the ECM,
Yeah.
making it like
Maybe.
low terrain damage and somehow screwing up the damage.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, congrats overall for a nice set, nice convincing score in the end, and thanks for playing.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lemmy. Appreciate
Cool.
the sponsor and shout out to wait, who were the two sponsors? There
Uh,
was a $10 and a
yeah,
$25
AK
one.
Baloney $25 and Muffin Man $10 added on.
Shout outs to them.
Yeah. Cool. All right, cheers, Marakar. Thank you very much, and
All right.
wish you a nice day.
You too. Take care.
Cool. Take care. Bye. Okay, cool. Cheers, guys, for watching. Hopefully, you enjoyed this early one. And yeah, won't be any live streams now for a while, unless I do one really late tonight, which I probably won't. But from tomorrow, I'm away for like 8 days. So, GG, well played. I will see you very, very soon. Well, not very soon, but soon. GG.